The government expects to complete the Dongo-Kundu bypass in the next 4 years, providing an alternative to the overstretched ferry system. The 28 billion shillings project will ease access between Mombasa and the mainland. Though the project is underway, residents have decried the lack of inclusion in job opportunities.
This road offers a permanent connection to the special economic zone at Dongo-Kundu, which soon will be developed. It also offers a connection to South Coast, a more convenient connection in terms of tourism. You realize that somebody now who lands at Mombasa International Airport at Mombasa will be able by road to drive all the way through to South Coast using the MPAT projects. We've been acquiring about 110 meters of width. And in terms of compensation, for package 3 we have paid 450 million out of 517. For package 2 we have paid 100 million out of about 250 million. We hope to complete this in the next financial year at the most. You also realize there's a lot of work that is being done at sea for package 2. So the contractor has adequate space for his work.
Lakini kufikia saa hii imepita kama miezi 6. Kazi zinaendelea, lakini vijana hapa bado hakuna wenye wameajiriwa. Tunakimbilia huku, tunalia, tunatoa vilio vyetu, lakini kufikia saa hii bado ajira hatujapata. Tungeomba kama serikali wenye wamepewa contract hii watu consider si kama vijana tupate ajira kama wakaaji wa hapo, kwa sababu si ndio wenye tumeathirika.
Hajui miti yake ni mingapi wala kile atakacholipwa ni nini. Kimempatia pia shida. Saa hii tumeshindwa na kulima kwa sababu hatujui ni lini, na tunategemea mashamba ili tuweze kupata riziki. Saa hizi watu wamebidi wawe wana shida ya chakula kwa sababu ukulima wameufunga kwa kuwa hajui ni kesho ama ni kesho kutwa.
Now, former Trade Cabinet Secretary and current Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Peter Munya is on the spot over his appointment of Benard Njiraini as the Managing Director of Kenya Bureau of Standards, that is KEBS. Munya has been accused of disregarding the board, which had conducted interviews and forwarded 3 names to the Cabinet Secretary for appointment. Njiraini was ranked 6th after the interviews. In what was to be a grilling to establish a proposal by KEBS to lower inspection fees for importers took a different trajectory, with members of Parliament's Trade Committee opting to poke holes into the alleged irregular appointment of the KEBS Director General Benard Njiraini. Sitting on the hot seat was Trade Administrative Secretary Lawrence Karanja, who was put on the spot to explain what may have transpired as the committee sought answers as to why Benard Njiraini was picked as the top candidate despite him emerging 6th in the selection interviews.
That question had been posed, I would have brought an answer and say that the same question the honourable member is raising is subject to an active litigation in court as to why the first recruitment never took place. But it was not part of the question. It had been put, we would have answered that, why the first recruitment was rejected.
No, Chair, I think our question, the ministry chose to answer the questions the way they saw fit. My question was the process, and the process begins somewhere. Whether you nullify, it is still a process. So you should have given us an answer from when the first process began, why it was cancelled, why it was re-advertised, and how we arrived at the current managing director. And that is the work of Parliament. You cannot give us piecemeal answers the way you want. And that is why we are sitting here as a committee of Parliament. We want answers.
According to documents tabled before the Parliamentary Committee on Trade, the 3 candidates listed for the position were Geoffrey Karau, who scored 76%, Nixon Kipkemoy, who scored 74%, and Martin Chesire, 72%, a process that the committee said needed justification. Njiraini was a distant 6th.
We do not have the totality of the documents. And I want to raise it again for record purposes, and probably just follow up the same issue. There seems to be either a scheme to conceal material information, or it's a case of negligence on their side. We only have the report from African Management Solutions Limited, We have no report from the Standards Council or a letter recommendation to the CS. We have no any further communication.
Njiraini was keenly listening in as his boss was being questioned over his appointment became unbearable, and the committee eventually asked him to step out briefly.
I'm afraid for that specific question, I had not brought it because as I said, I had looked at the question specifically asked about the current member.
With the absence of documentation, CAS.
Yes.
I will constrain myself to carry the word that you are giving us, because it's just a matter of just like what you had done.
Yes.
You requested for some 1 hour. We gave you 1 hour. You provided documentation.
Yes.
If you know for sure that there is some documentation to that effect,
I am certain.
you can improve on this committee.
Yes.
We first of all step down the question. We give you 10 minutes because it's a question of just downloading.
The committee concluded that on the weighty matter of Njiraini's appointment, they will now summon the National Standards Council to appear before it on Tuesday next week to shed more light.